Election 2019 UK election. The market's going crazy. I've spent zero on my investment today and I've made £504.72 in one single day. Woohoo! And today I'm going to share this video to explain how I made this money and also my perspective of the market and the way forward for the UK financial market. So hope to see you in this video. Catch you soon.
It's 6 minutes past 5 in the morning, and we are now in a position to say that this election of 2019 formally has been won by the Conservatives.
Be much easier for Boris Johnson to get these deals
being stepped up to make 2020 a year of prosperity and growth and hope, and to deliver a parliament that works for the people. Thank you all very much, and happy Christmas.
Welcome back. In fact, today I'm very happy with the financial market. It's not because I made lots of money, but it's this very day in the last 3 years that the market, the UK economy, the market looks a bit more positive after the Brexit vote back in 2016. Before I go into details, my name is Alex Koh. I am the founder of the blog Mumuku.com. I am an advocate of family financial flexibility. I want to teach you family members on how to invest, of what I've done in the last 6-7 years to gain this financial flexibility, hopefully to inspire you to grow that wealth. Let's get straight to the point. I'm not going to waste anybody's time, okay? So how did I make £504 I spent? If you've followed me on Facebook, I was actually planning, I had £20,000 on my ISA. I was planning to deploy today. I was expecting some turbulence in the market, but then it turned out really well. The election came, everybody is positive, the market was positive, and then we got a lot of very positive outcome. How did I make this money? I was expecting to invest, but I didn't. So I made this money through the investment plans I've put in place. Okay, if you watch my previous video on this one here, my plan was going to dividend investment, invest in companies with more international exposure on the worst case scenario if, you know, the political party goes into a hung parliament. But now it's all good. Now we've got a majority government and now it looks like there's a plan in place. Good or bad, you decide. But then it looks like the markets can see the vision. They're going to move forward. So from my portfolio, I suppose on this page here, and from what I've shared, I'm going to share my dividends UK portfolio on this screen. I'm just going to cover the personal part. I'm going to show the gains for today. So on my index, I've got American index, which we can ignore that. We've got Legal & General Global, Lindsell Trade, you know, a bit negative. But the one that we have to reflect on the positive is BMW stock, German stock went up 1%. I know it's not a UK stock, but I invest in dividends, and BMW is one of the ones I invest. And today alone, 1.5%, I made about £68.12. GSK is one of my dividend returns, but the market's gone away from defensive shares, and I've lost about 1% on that one, £85.63 loss. But on my Legal & General, I made 6% in a single day of trading today because of the majority Tories government win. And Legal & General actually raked me in up to £487.19. Legal & General is a company that supplies insurances, pensions, health cover, for the UK, and they've got market also in the US because they bought some foreign firms. And then Legal & General, with this positive outcome of the local market, very purely based, about 75% of the money comes locally in the UK, so it boosts a bit of positive outcome, and hence it's one of the top 10 risers in the market. I remember back in during the Brexit call, I was there watching the market fall 3 days for Legal & General. It dropped 3 days and we wiped out about 25 to 30%. And today we've just seen a bit of positivity. I held Legal & General, I kept buying when it was cheap, and now I can see a bit of results coming out, and also the dividend reinvestment. And moving on to my favorite Royal Dutch Shell, which I speak about, dropped by 1.4%. I don't think it's because of the election vote. I think it's because of the falling in oil price and the fact that Saudi Aramco went IPO this week. And then Vodafone went up about 1.3%, so I gained about £41.44. You know, with 5G coming on and a lot of dominance in Europe, and Vodafone seem to be performing quite well. Not as well as Legal & General, but I would take the £41.44 any day. So overall, in my portfolio, my dividend UK portfolio, 0.91%. Not much. But overall, I made about £504.72 in a day. It's good. It's a good gain. Like I said, it's a positiveness that I enjoy today, not because of the money that I've gained, because things go up and down. And it's a good time into Christmas where people feel a bit positive for 2020 onwards. What is a strategy forward? For me, this is purely my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, but I manage my own money and I've been doing really well, and I'm going to share with you guys my opinion of what steps I would take forward, and then you guys can decide for yourself as well. So like I said, I had £20,000 for today. I've never deployed any. It is a bad day to buy anything when it's on the up, because it'll be still going a cyclical route. So I will still stick to 3 areas of investment. So first, I'm still sticking with dividends, buying good dividend companies. So if the market keeps going up, good quality dividend will start going on a discounted price, and it's time to buy. I'm not going to jump in really quickly. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait and pounce on the likes of Unilever. I'm still going to watch oil, mining companies. I'm going to watch GSK, AstraZeneca. I'm going to watch them because I want to grow my dividends monthly income. If you watch this video here, I've showed that this year alone I've made £150 every single month on dividends, and my future for 2020 I want to boost it to £250. So this might be an opportunity. I'm going to watch this journey. So first one, dividend funds, our dividend companies, which I will be watching. The second tier of groups that I'll be watching and hopefully pursue, it's UK growth companies. There's certain UK growth companies which I like. Number one, if you all follow me, you know that I like Ocado. Ocado is a company that supplies vertical farming, that supplies autonomous robots, technology. Even the Americans, the French, the Australians, the Japanese are buying this technology. They want a piece of the pie. They want to beat Amazon. Ocado is my favorite. And the second one that I will be watching out for is Avast, a defense, cybersecurity defense company. I bought some for my daughter. It's gone up at 25%, and maybe perhaps it's my turn to buy some for my own portfolio. Another growth company which I am looking at. And the other 2 growth UK companies I'll be watching as well as Keyword Studio and Frontier Developments, who are involved into esports gamings, and I've been following them, not investing in them, but maybe it's time to go into a growth stock. And for number 3, the third areas which I'll be watching closely is defense stock. I'm not talking about defensive shares like GSK or LSE or AstraZeneca. I'm talking about proper defense stock. I mentioned Avast cybersecurity. Okay, I would group them into defense stock as well. BAE, Qnitec, Qnitec, Rolls-Royce, these are the defense company I'll be watching, because end of the day, UK have got their strength, and defense and research is an element of areas that we are also one of the top in the world. I know we've got the Americans, the Chinese, the French, but we British are not far behind, and we do innovate, and we do have good research facilities and people in this country. So this will be the stocks I'll be watching, and then hopefully put some money into it, because they do pay good dividends as well. And in fact, I've got a fourth one to throw in spontaneously in this video. It's eventually, I think it's also time that I might start expanding back into utility stocks. I might start looking at National Grid, Scottish Southern Energy, United Utilities. These are the stocks that I maybe consider going back in, because I know that Jeremy Corbyn will not be here as Prime Minister for the next 4 years or in the foreseeable future. Maybe it's time to go back in. So I need to watch, value, and find the one that's a good deal in the next couple of weeks or months before I invest. Okay, so I hope you find that useful. And nobody knows what's going to happen tomorrow, but all you have to do is have an educational guess by your research on what risk that you're willing to take. So all the best, all of you. Follow, like, and tweet me, follow me on Facebook, chat to me on Instagram. I'm everywhere, and leave a comment below and tell me how you feel about this video, and hopefully I'll share more videos about UK stocks and shares investment with you in future. And have a great day, guys.